The Autumn Hearth.
The crimson woods and the magic in Nia's gown were not of this world. As she walked through the eternal autumn, her glowing bodice cast a warm light upon the amber leaves. Nia was a weaver of the hearth, tasked with keeping the warmth of summer alive in the heart of the forest before the fierce winter fae could freeze the world entirely. Her heavy, dark curls cascaded around her shoulders like a protective cloak, catching the golden light of the fading sun. Suddenly, the air turned sharp and biting. The rustling leaves fell silent, frozen mid-air by a sudden gust of frost. Nia paused, her striking blue eyes scanning the golden haze of the forest. Kalen emerged from the restless shadows of the maples. He was a prince of the winter court with pale hair and a cloak of silver frost. But Nia was no longer afraid of him. For 3 seasons, they had met in secret at the border of their lands. Everyone believed they were opposites. He was ice and she was warmth. They should not have been together, but they could not stay apart.
You shouldn't have come so far into the autumn territory, Kalen.
Nia murmured, her voice like the rustle of dry leaves.
The High Council is watching the borders.
Let them watch,
Kalen said, his voice like a winter breeze. As he stepped closer, his frost melted against her warmth. He reached for her, fingers hovering just inches from her cheek, fearing his own cold would burn her. Nia didn't shrink back. Instead, she took his hand. Where they touched, steam rose as their magic melted into shimmering dew. Kalen offered her a rare smile, then pulled a perfect gold glass maple leaf from his cloak.
a token from the northern peaks,
He whispered, pressing it into her palm.
to remind you that even in the deepest winter, your warmth is remembered.
Nia held the crystal to her heart, her eyes shining in the dim woods. Standing among the golden leaves, the Hearthweaver and the Winter Prince ignored the changing seasons, joined by a magic older than the cold. The crystalline maple leaf in Nia's hand flared with a sudden violent crackle of blue ice. The golden glass dulled, replaced by an aggressive frost that crawled up her fingers. Kalen pulled his hand back, his eyes widening.
They've tracked my magic.
Before Nia could speak, a freezing wind shattered the autumn air, ripping leaves into a wild vortex. Her gown's roses glowed fiercely, pulsing as they fought the sudden bitter cold. Through the swirling gale, 3 figures materialized. They were the frost sentinels of the winter court, armor-clad in jagged icicles, their eyes glowing like pale winter stars.
Prince Kalen, you, consort with a weaver of the hearth, you bleed your strength into the summer soil. By order of the Winter King, you are to be detained.
Kalen stepped squarely in front of Nia, his silver cloak billowing. He drew a blade forged of pure, unbreakable black ice.
Stand down, Commander! I return to the northern peaks on my own accord! Leave her out of this! The girl is an anomaly! She warms the frost! She must be extinguished!
Sentinels attacked Nia with ice spears, demanding she must be destroyed for bringing warmth to the frost. But Nia was powerful. She released a wave of heat that melted the ground and formed a golden shield. The spears turned to steam as they hit her barrier. Taking advantage of the distraction, Kalen struck the ground with his blade. A massive wall of jagged ice erupted between them and the sentinels, buying them precious seconds.
They will bring the whole vanguard next. The borders are no longer safe for us.
Then we don't hide at the borders anymore. We go deeper into the wild magic where neither court can follow.
As the sentinels broke through Kylan's ice wall, he and Nia ran into the deep forest to escape. Suddenly, the Winter King appeared, gliding forward as the ground turned to ice beneath him.
Kalen, you defy your blood for a creature of the fading sun.
She is no creature, Father, and my blood is my own to command.
Your blood belongs to the realm of winter, and winter does not compromise.
With a casual flick of his wrist, a shockwave of glacial energy blasted forward. Kalen threw up an ice shield, but the sheer force of the king's magic shattered it instantly, throwing Kalen backward into the frozen roots of an ancient maple tree.
Kalen!
The Winter King turned his terrifying gaze onto her.
A weaver of the hearth, a spark that dares to think it can delay the inevitable freeze.
He raised his hand, and jagged ice spikes burst from the ground beneath Nia, trapping her in a cage of ice. The freezing cold pushed through her defenses, creeping into the bright pink fabric of her gown. As the ice closed around her, Nia remembered who she was, the last guardian of the sun's warmth. Instead of fighting the cold, she closed her eyes and focused on the fire inside her. The roses on her gown flared with bright heat. The ice cage didn't just melt, it burst into a cloud of hot steam. The Winter King covered his eyes and stepped back as the intense heat hit him. The frost on his black armor began to melt. Nia stood in the middle of the steam, her blue eyes shining brightly. Warmth radiated from her body. She held out her hand to Kalen, who was already getting back to his feet, his winter magic adjusting to the steam.
You cannot freeze a heart that carries the sun, Your Majesty.
Let's go.
Before the Winter King could call another blizzard, Nia and Kylan disappeared into the thick fog. They leaped into the wild magic where the king could not follow. The fog swallowed them. Behind them, the Winter King's roar faded as they entered the ancient sanctuary. When the mist cleared, Nia opened her eyes to a place untouched by the court's wars. They stood in a vast underground cavern. Crystal trees dripped with liquid starlight, and the air was calm and balanced, neither cold nor hot, but softly warm like endless twilight. Nia looked at her hands. Her pink gown now glowed softly, and the frost was gone from her dark curls. She looked at Kalen. His pale hair still shone like snow, and his blue eyes were wide as he stared around the cavern in wonder.
He can't reach us here. The magic in this place is older than the throne. It answers to no king.
They had spent many seasons hiding, believing they were meant to destroy each other. But here, in the quiet heart of the world, they realized they were never meant to fight. They were meant to bring balance.
What do we do now?
We build a new court, one where winter and summer live side by side.
Deep within the hidden sanctuary, far beneath the frozen anger of the world above, the Hearth Weaver and the Winter Prince turned away from the past and walked together into their own eternal twilight. The end.